Warning: this podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's up? I am Scooter Brown.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right. You tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. What's going on with you, my guy?
Man, just out here trying to live life, man. You know what I'm saying? Just out here trying to get this bread, taking in content, putting out content. You know how we do. But how
For
you
sure.
feeling? Everything good with you?
Man, everything is copacetic, man. I cannot complain. Everything is moving great, as I usually say. Slow motion, man.
I feel that. I feel that. You know what I'm saying? I've been a little bit more than slow motion though, man.
Okay.
I was able like man, let me tell you, man.
You got your truck back?
Oh yeah. I got the truck back a couple weeks ago, man. So you
That's
know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying?
That's what's
The
up.
knees is back up and running. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to Hey, I'm telling you, but that shit was whooping my ass. But yeah, man, work been good. You know what I'm saying? Just really excited to do. See now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. All right, so we all know the new episode of Snowfall drops tonight. Now,
Mhm.
last time I got fucked up
Yeah,
because
you
see,
wait.
I usually because I wait. I like to
Yeah.
watch it. I like to watch it on Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the little obituary joint, which fucked me up because I found out that Jerome died beforehand. But
Yeah.
I saw the little 30-minute little snippet that they came out with. Well, 30
Mhm.
second little snippet that they came out with, and it's like, I'm trying to think, should I watch it or not? But who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stay off social media because I really don't even really be on social media like that anyway. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, but I don't know, man. That's the decision making that I got to make tonight if I want to watch that joint live tonight. But
Man,
you
let me
know
tell
how
you
it
something,
be.
man. I was in the middle. Okay, so I play in the Madden League with my little cousins on Xbox, and nigga, I had the phone in front of the TV playing my Madden game as I was watching Snowfall, and that was the longest Madden game I've ever played in my life. In my life, bro. Luckily, luckily, I was playing against the computer that game, so I didn't have to, you know what I'm saying, worry about pausing and all that stuff. But man, let me tell you something, bro. When on Wednesdays, hey man, I don't care if it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'm going to watch that episode that night. And if I got to, I will go back and rewatch it. But I am dedicated to watching it on the night that it comes out. Man, I got to because if I don't, I feel like I got FOMO. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to have FOMO, man.
I feel you, man. I'm still debating myself right now. Do I
Yeah.
want to try to watch it tonight? But like, I just like to because see, the thing is I try to. There are some instances where I do get to watch it a second time because
Hmm.
when you're watching a show and I just want to do the show its justice. So
Yeah.
if I watch it on Wednesday and then let's say I don't know, I mean I could watch it again on Thursday, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I just got a good routine. Like that's just how we've been doing. Like because this is the third year for the people who may be new to this podcast or whatever. This is the third year we've done Snowfall episode by episode, and I've
Right.
always watched it. I've always watched it on Thursday, so it always worked. So,
Yeah.
but with social media getting worse and worse, with people can't. I don't want to necessarily say can't hold water because I
I
mean,
mean,
what?
I attribute it to how good this season has been though, because like in previous seasons we really haven't had to worry about that as much. Like we of course we know there's people online that give us spoilers, but for the most part, like it hasn't been like the writing hasn't been up to par as it has been lately. And I feel like with the season that we've had so far, like I that's one of the things that I had to make sure that I had to watch it because it's like I don't want to come across nothing that's gonna be like, oh man, if you don't watch this right now, boy, you are missing out. So Yeah, I definitely got to dive into it that night, regardless of what the situation is.
I feel you. I feel you. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do at the end of this pod.
For sure, for sure. Oh, real quick though. So, you hit me up later this week and was asking me about the movie Witches, and you was asking
Yes.
me about that, and we had talked a little bit about that. Where did that come from?
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So you know how we did uh people on the stairs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Told you it was a fan suggestion. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Yeah.
Jazz. So she asked me if I ever seen witches. And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think so. She was like, I guarantee you, Scoot seen it. She was like, ask him, have you ever seen it? Because
Right.
even that when we did the people under the stairs joint, they was like, oh,
Mhm.
like me and this dude will get along good. Like, cause we like she completely agreed with you and disagreed with everything that I had to say
Okay.
when it
Okay.
came to people under the
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah.
but but no, I did follow up. I was like, he has seen it, but he thought I was talking about the new one because they I don't know if it's like a,
Mhm.
a, a remake or a reboot or whatever.
It's a total remake. It's a total remake.
Okay. And you was like, yo, I've seen the old one, but I haven't seen the new one.
Right.
And you were just like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I seen it, it was good, but it's probably, if you watch it now, it's probably trash.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where that had came from. They had asked me, have you seen it?
Okay, so okay, shout out to Jazz because I don't know if I don't I mean I know she lives in South Carolina and you know what I'm saying she's far away from me, but I don't know if there's a such thing as kindred spirit. You know what I'm saying? But she's slowly but surely becoming my best friend. I will say that. Jazz, you are amazing. Because I seen this movie I seen this movie a long time ago, like when I was a kid, right? And I was over at my cousin's house, and so like one thing about being over there is that like they used to have this like big I forgot what you called it, but it was like I think it's called a set top TV. No, it's not a set top TV. What is that shit called? Basically, it was one of those
You
big
talking about
ass
one of them
TVs.
TVs when you got close, you couldn't see shit, but you had to like back
Mm-mm,
up because the screen.
mm-mm,
Oh,
mm-mm,
so oh,
mm-mm. I'm
okay.
talking about the old school TVs, right? Like you had the big. It was a big ass entertain. It looked like a big ass
It was
entertainment system, and you could sit shit on top of it and everything. But it was a
yeah,
TV.
like the floor model TV joints.
Absolutely, there we go. Floor model. I take that. Floor model is better. So it was one of them big ass floor model TVs. My cousins and my aunt and them they had this big ass floor model TV, and they wore it out so much that at one point in time you had to use pliers to change it from VHF to
Yeah.
UHF. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, and then you change the thing. And so we would stay up all night watching that. You know what I'm saying? Watching that big ass TV. And then we had a Sega. I had a Sega Genesis, and I would bring my Sega Genesis over with my cousin, and me and him would play. You know what I'm saying? All the Sega Genesis games and all that shit, right? But one night, I remember that it was this movie that came out, and we ended up watching. It was around like Halloween, I believe, and it was about this witch that was just like she had this potion, and the thing was to turn these kids into like mice and shit, and they was like eating them and all. It was a wild ass movie, but I remember witches vividly. And I forgot who the lady is, but she's like she's a great actress. Like she's been in other roles, of course, but that's where I remember witches from. So when you had said it, because I think you called it the witches or something like that, and I was like, no, I don't remember a movie like that. But when you sent me the cover, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, that's it. And the little boy had ended up. I know at the end of it, the little boy did something to the potion that ended up getting all the witches sick or killing all the witches or whatever. Because they had like this big ass meeting and shit, and she turned him into a mouse, and then like he ended up flipping. The movie is good. Just the movie was good at the time. But I'm saying like now, if you watch it, it's probably trash because it's like so old. Because you know how it is when you watch older movies. And the reason I'm saying that is because we're gonna do what we watching today. And my what we watching is of course the old ass movie because I watched it with my kids, and it was super fucking funny. We're gonna get in that in a minute, but I just wanted to bring that up because when you had mentioned it to me, man, it made me laugh because I'm like, man, I ain't seen that shit in a long time. But the remake, I remember the remake for sure because it had I keep saying Anna Kendrick, but her name ain't Anna Kendrick. It's no, it is Anna Kendrick, ain't it?
Yeah, there's an Andrew Kendrick, real
Yeah,
thin girl, but
Anna
always
Kendrick.
wearing hair. Yeah.
She played Catwoman. Anna Kendrick was in the no, yeah, that was Anna Kendrick in
She
the cat that played Catwoman, right?
no, no, and
Who played
she's an
Catwoman?
actress. Which one? Which
The new
Catwoman?
one, not
The
Zoe.
Batman? Not Zoe.
Yeah, played
Oh no,
Catwoman
you
in
talking about that's
the
Anne
Dark Knight joint.
Hathaway. Anne
Anne
Hathaway.
Hathaway, yeah, okay. So Anne Hathaway played in the remake. She was the main witch in the remake, the main one. And my kids had ended up watching it, and they was like, "Dad, this movie is so cool. I like this movie." And I was like, "Yeah, but y'all ain't seen the original one." So I had them watch the original, and they thought it was good, but they thought the remake was better. Of course, the kids they don't know no better. So that's what made me remember that what I'm saying the witches had the remake, and that's why I sent the screenshot to you and all that. But since we on it, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. We didn't get a chance to get into it because, what I'm saying, Snowfall was so fire. So we're giving y'all what we watching early. Excuse me. We're giving y'all what we watching early, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's do it.
What we watching?
What we watching?
Okay, man. So we on our favorite segment. What do you got, my brother?
Man. So I got get my throat together. I got two what we watches, man.
Okay.
So the first one is a Apple original. You know, you've been trying to get me on Apple forever. I'm on there. You know what I'm saying? I watched the movie. It actually came out last year. Starring, you know what I'm saying, our guy, Brian Tyree Henry. And
Yep.
and it had Jennifer Lawrence in it. And it's called Cuz Why.
Mm-hmm.
And so she
Shout out to
was
Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, all right.
yeah. So she so she's
Woo.
coming back from the military. She ended up getting blown up, but she didn't have any physical injuries. All her injuries was in her brain, basically.
Right.
So like she had to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, to brush her teeth, walk, all that type of shit because it really fucked up her brain chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
So her worst fear was basically going home. She was from New Orleans, and she never wanted to be at home because she had a bad relationship with her mom. Her brother was a drug addict, which we find out later that he was a drug addict and he also was deaf.
Mm.
And so how Tyree Henry came in was she was like her mom had gave her the keys to the truck outside or whatever. So she's driving the truck. Motherfucker start smoking and shit. So she pulled up to this mechanic shop, and it's his mechanic shop.
Mm-hmm.
So he get to looking at it, and like she needed fixed, and she's like very, very like super awkward. You know what I'm saying? Antisocial. She don't really like fucking with people, but somehow they built this rapport with each other. But it was like really weird. Like the I think the movie's called Cuz Why because it's really the story is really kind of all over the place, really,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like this dude met her. They hung out they hung out one time, right? So they went out, ate some food or whatever, and like so she tried to stop. Like she was like she didn't drink because of like all the medication that she was taking or whatever. So then she ended up getting a beer. So then they drinking, and so then he hit a blunt. Then she ended up hitting a blunt. So then so they ended up going back to his place because he kind of got like super trash, and he also lost a leg.
Yeah.
And so he lost a leg because he got into a bad car accident with his ex-wife and no, a fiance that never got married, but his
Mm-hmm.
ex-fiance and his nephew. and that was like something that he really resented because he said he had 2 beers or whatever, and he lost his leg in a car accident. So anyway, so they in the house chilling and shit, and so he's like, cause she drove him home, and he was like, "You in a rush?" She was like, "Nah." So they sitting down drinking and shit. Now he literally just met her like 2 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you want, you can move in." Like,
I ain't mad at him.
I ain't either. But
I
come to
mean,
find out
Jennifer
later,
Lawrence. I ain't mad at him.
come, come to find out later, she's a lesbian. So and then, but this is the thing though. So they got into like an argument. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And so no, that was after. So they sitting in the pool because she started working as a pool cleaner, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so she had told him to come to this one house because the people was out of town. So she was like, "Come to the one house. We can get in the pool." Blah blah blah. So they get in the pool. They're playing around, splashing water at each other, all this type of shit. And so he tells her the story of the car accident and
Mm-hmm.
how in that car accident he lost his nephew. His nephew died in that car accident when he lost his leg. So she's also one of the people who just really just says the first thing to come to her mind. So she see the emotion in him. So you know what I'm saying? She starts slobbing my man down, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I'm like, oh shit. And so then she backs up. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And he was like, what you do that for? Yo, she said, I felt sorry for you.
Fucking buzzkill, bro. Fucking buzzkill, bro.
Hey, he got the fuck out of that water. Man, don't tell me you kissed me because you felt sorry for me. And so they had got into it, but then come to find out, because she kept telling him about how she wanted to leave, how and then dude, listen, this motherfucker blew her. She got blown up in the truck, got a
Mm-hmm.
brain injury to where she had to relearn how to walk, eat, hold a spoon, all the shit. And she
Yeah.
kept talking about how she wanted to go back because she wanted to get out of New Orleans so bad. She
Mm-hmm.
wanted to re-enlist into the military just to get the fuck out of there. And so
Okay.
anyway, so they was mad at each other for a little while, and then she ended up, you know what I'm saying, she walked over there with a 6 pack, and she's like, she said some shit, and then she was like, yo, do you want to re-ask me to move in with you? And he's like, yo, like, fuck you want with me, man? Like what you want? Like, you know what I'm saying? 1 minute, yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Shit is weird. Then you kiss me, and then you say you gay, like, and now you talking about moving in. Like, come on, it was really kind of
Mm-hmm.
all over the place, but it was an alright little movie. But you know what I'm saying? I gotta get into the shits, man. Listen. So the second movie I watched,
What did they smash?
they don't know, they don't show it. They don't even give us the answer. Like he just sits there with a look on his face in credits. Listen,
Hey
I
man, let
know
me tell
what
you
people.
something. Brian Tyree Henry has done enough in Hollywood to movie smash Jennifer Lawrence, man. Give my man his just due. Okay? Give him his just due. That we gonna talk off air, but we gotta do a
We
pod
already talked
about
about this.
people.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. We gotta
We
do
talked
one of
about it
them,
on
man.
air. We
Yeah,
talked
we
about
gotta
that
do
on
one of
air.
them, man. Cause goodness
Okay.
gracious.
Okay, right. So
Shout out to
all
Corey
right.
Bailey, by the way.
Man, I already know, man. That's my what we watching next week. I'm about to finish it. Um so then yeah, I'm saying for the people that are Peacock heads, you know what I'm saying, they dropped Knock at the Cabin
Oh,
on Peacock. Yo, listen, tell you something. M Night that got us again, man. He got us
M
again.
Night Shyamalan.
He definitely shammed us again, man. He got us again,
Damn,
man. Another end of the world, which he does a lot of end of the world movies. But
that's
like,
his bag.
but man, let me tell you something. So I know I brought up on this podcast before The Happening, right? And when you
Mm-hmm.
say it, it sounds crazy because like in The Happening, the trees is killing people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's just it's
Which is
the
ironic as fuck. Yeah,
yes.
that's ironic as fuck.
Like if you're traveling in crowds, the trees is gonna put a chemical in you, make you kill yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
this movie, man, it's about You know what I'm saying? The end of the world is coming, and the only way to stop it is like there is this gay couple that has uh, an adopted daughter, and so they in this
Okay,
cabin.
real quick, because I remember the, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I remember the trailer. Ain't they
Hmm.
daughter Asian?
Yes, that's why I say they adopted
Oh, they stole that from Modern Family. Go ahead.
her. So they in this cabin, and then these four people show up, and what's so weird about it is like they're telling them like their life story, and then telling them that they have visions that the world is going to end,
Hmm.
and these people have to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah.
And if they don't, like these big ass earthquakes that we're gonna get, they're coming. Like they're showing it on the news, and when it comes with earthquakes, that come with tsunamis. If the earthquakes are big enough, and all of this type shit.
Yeah.
And all right, we give the disclaimer at the beginning of this podcast.
Absolutely, because we do spoilers.
Listen, this whole movie was based on just one dude dying. My guy,
That's all it took.
that's all it took. So
He
fate
ain't want to
of the
give it. He ain't
world
want to give his partner up.
the fate of the world is on one guy just sacrificing
Oh wait.
and dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like,
Okay.
hold up,
So
wait a minute.
real quick, did he have to take himself out, or did they just have to kill him?
Yes, he took himself out, and then everything stopped.
No, I'm saying, did he have to, or did they have to kill him?
No, no, no. The thing is,
He just had
he,
to die.
yeah, he had to. He had to do it. Like they couldn't do it to him.
Right. He had to, okay, so he had to kill
Yes,
himself.
he
Okay.
had to
Okay.
sacrifice himself.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it's like, so now you telling me there's earthquakes all over fucking earth, tsunamis, fucking tornadoes, hurricanes, and then one
To the
guy
one gay
dies
guy.
and everything stops.
Okay, listen. Okay, so I stand with the LGBTQ, right? And
Mhm.
I'm with their stories. I'm with them telling about their history, everything, because that's what we're supposed to do as a people. We're supposed to be able to talk about our struggles and our fights and our plights and all that other stuff, right? And this is one of those movies that, so far as I'm hearing, because I haven't seen it yet, so far as I'm hearing, that it depends on the gay couple and their adopted daughter, blah blah blah, right? This is one of those things that, for M Night Shyamalan, I respect that because you're being inclusive. But there's this thing that's going on right now that I have a problem with, right? And
Okay.
because I have a problem with this, I borderline got a problem with this movie. Because why does it have to be that the fate of the world ends on a gay couple? Why couldn't it just be a regular couple? You know what I'm saying?
Understandable.
Like why couldn't it be a lesbian couple or something like that? Like why does it have to be a gay couple? Because I feel like now M. Night Shyamalan is picking on gay people. And the reason I say this is because as I watch TV, you know what I'm saying, throughout the week and all this other stuff, I see all these commercials about like all these different medicines and stuff. And it seems like every time I see a commercial for medicines about HIV or AIDS, it just so happens to be that the medicine always features gay couples. And it's like, bro, gay people aren't the only people that got AIDS, man. Okay?
This is true.
They're not the only people that have AIDS. There's other people that's just regular people out here boning straight people, or as they say, cisgendered or whatever that shit means. All these people, they have AIDS too. Quit picking on these gay people. The fate of the world should not have to end on gay people. They just got the rights. They just was cool. The bills got passed. Let these people live their fucking life, man. Let these people do what they want to do. Why does the world have to end because two dudes decided to get together and now all of a sudden it's the end of the fucking world?
Yeah, that
That's
shit is
how that's how I feel about this storyline. I haven't seen it yet. Once again, if I watch it, maybe I'll change my mind. But so far as I'm seeing is because two dudes got together, they adopted a little girl, little Asian girl, and they was like, you know what? The world got to end now. And they was like, yo, if you kill one of these motherfuckers, maybe the world won't end. That's basically what it seems like. Yo, quit doing this shit. That's not cool, bro. That's not cool.
Man,
I feel like the world should have to end on a. And I know this is about to sound crazy, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I don't care. It should end on a straight old white male, and he should be racist. And he has to kill himself. He has to kill himself to save the world. If you really give a goddamn about the world, old straight white man, this is what happens. If you really want to be a hero, this is how you do it. And I feel like M Night Shyamalan, he missed it. He missed one on this one. I'm gonna watch it though, but I feel like he missed one on this one. You got to get an older white man who's racist and be like, you know what? If I want to save everybody on the planet, I have to save everybody on the planet. I can't just save white men. You know what I'm saying? Straight white men and straight white women. I have to save everybody. And then his conflict is the fact that he has to save all the people he hates. That's the movie that he should have made. But continue, bro. I'm just saying that's
that's
crazy.
hilarious. That's hilarious. And then I had a beef with the black girl in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Because she was the girl that was in season two. Was she in season three too? Well, she definitely was in season two of Luther, and I ain't like
mm,
that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like the way she came in, you know what I'm saying? Disrespecting my man DCI John Luther. I ain't
yeah.
like her. And this is the first time I've ever seen her in something else. So it was automatic. It was automatic, you know what I'm saying? Like I hated her right off the rip. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, yo, I didn't like you in Luther, yo, so I don't like you now. So
That's
that was
hilarious.
funny. I will say this: Dave Bautista did do a good. I know a lot of people was talking about his acting job
Yeah.
in this movie. Dave Bautista did really good. I will say that his acting was, you know what I'm saying, it was top notch. I will give him
hmm
that. But it was just that storyline, man. It was just like, are you kidding me? And then
Okay.
like they were the most polite, like quote unquote, like that wasn't even killers, dude. Like I give you one
They
more
was just
nugget and I'm
ready to
done.
get rid of these fucking visions.
No, 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 no. This is the thing. This is the thing, right?
Mm.
They whole objectives was they tell them their whole background, right?
Yeah.
What they do, if they got kids, where they work, all this shit. And but they had to convince them by a certain time. And if they didn't convince them, it was four of them. The first dude, he tried to convince him, couldn't get the dude to kill himself, so he kills himself.
Damn.
Second girl come up, try to convince him, can't convince him. And it's not that they kill themselves, it's just that Dave Bautista and his other person killed them. So they basically had to sacrifice themselves to try to get them to sacrifice themselves.
Okay.
Dude, it was oh man. Okay. But yes, so those are my two what we watching. Cuz Why on Cuz Way. Yeah, Cuz Way, my bad. I said Cuz Why. That was on Apple TV Plus, and y'all can watch it currently on Peacock. Knock at the Cabin.
That's what's up, man. So for me, I only got one. It's an old school movie. The crazy part is that I was on my Xbox and just so happened to go through my monthly rewards for playing Xbox and all the other stuff, and they had Evil Dead 2. You know what I'm saying? The old school Evil Dead 2 with Bruce Campbell.
Hmm.
And I seen it, and my youngest son is a horror movie junkie. He loves Jason, and so I was like, "Yo, I got a horror movie for you to watch. If you want to watch it, let me know." And he was like, "Of course, he was on it. You know, yeah, man." I said, "So you gotta make sure you pay attention because you know what I'm saying. You might not know what's going on." And so before we watched it, you know what I'm saying, I also let him know that it was the Evil Dead movie or whatever. He watched the Evil Dead movie, the newer one. So he
Hmm.
knew about Evil Dead. And then so I told him, I said, this was the original Evil Dead. This is the second part of it. So he's like, all right, cool, Dad, you know, let's do it. And so we watched it. And needless to say that he is not a fan of he is not a fan of 80s horror movies as much as he thought he was. And so, because he watches so much of Friday the 13th, he thinks that all horror movies from the 80s are like that. And I was trying to explain to him that not all of them were like that. And if anybody knows anything about Bruce Campbell and the Evil Dead series and all those other ones, they're super cheesy. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of comedic relief in them. But, you know what I'm saying? They're also a horror movie as far as the genre goes. And so we watched the old school Evil Dead 2. He had a great time. He laughed because in the beginning of the movie, Bruce Campbell is in he's in the cabin or whatever, and he has to basically kill his girlfriend or whatever. And so he kills his girlfriend, whatever, whatever. And we all know that, you know, saying the cellar in the cabin is haunted or whatever. And he ends up getting beat up by these people. They end up beating him up. The cabin is haunted, and so there's a ghost down there. I mean, not a ghost, but there's a possessed person down there. They end up saving him and then locking the possessed person down there in the cellar. But of course, there's a chain on there, so the possessed person can still kind of like open the cellar door and then like
Yeah.
reach out and shit. And so it's this part in the movie where one of the dudes in there that had ended up invading the cabin that Bruce was in, he ends up getting possessed. And when he's possessed, he's flying around the cabin at all the people in the cabin. And so if you watch this shit like in HD and 1080p and all that shit, you can see the strings holding them up. Now everybody knows that's listening to this pod. They know how I feel um about, you know what I'm saying, Nightmare on Elm Street. And Nightmare on Elm Street also had a scene
Dream
where
catchers.
dude in the wheelchair, he turned into a wizard, and you could see his strings on HD. Well, you could also see dude's strings on HD in this one as well. And so my son is watching it. He's like, "Dad," I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "What is that thing right there?" I'm like, "What?" And so he gets up and points to the TV. So my TV sits low because I like my TV eye level. So my TV sits low. So he's like, "What is that?" And I look, I said, "Oh man, that's a dude. That's the string that's holding him up." He said, "Man, he said, we ain't supposed to see this." He said, "What is this?" So we had a good time, man. We had some good laughs. We watched that, man. If y'all get a chance, go back, watch Evil Dead 2. Um, you can find it anywhere at this point. It's just one of those joints that's somewhere on streaming. I got a chance to watch it for free. But it was hilarious, man. Evil Dead 2 is what I watched. It's amazing, bro. It's just one of those old school movies that just makes you appreciate what the horror genre is altogether.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Absolutely, man. He had a ball watching that, man. So on to what we doing, man. This is the feature presentation. This is appreciation episode, and you guys already know our appreciation episodes are to give flowers to actors and actresses who have been basically putting in work and you know got the accolades already, but they deserve even more, especially from us. And today's episode is on Julianne Moore. Just to give a little rundown on who she is, she was born on December 3rd, 1950, in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. So she was an Army brat. She's also a dual citizen, which means she has citizenship in the United States and the United Kingdom. She's been acting since 1981. She is married to director Bart Brundlick. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. She is a theater graduate of Boston College. She won an Oscar in 2014 for Best Actress in the movie Still Alice. She was named to Time 100. I'm sorry, she was named to Time's 100 most influential people in 2015. She was also named to New York Times Greatest Actors of the 21st Century in 2022. I'm sorry, in 2020. She's had 163 TV and movie nominations. She's won 116. Her notable works are Boogie Nights, The Fugitive, Jurassic Park, Lost World, Big Lebowski, Psycho, Magnolia, Hannibal, As the World Turns, Crazy Stupid Love, Don John, 30 Rock, Carrie the Remake, Still Alice, Hunger Games, Sharper. Those are just to name a few. Um, so what's up, man? Talk to us about Julianne Moore.
All right, man. So you know what I'm saying, you gave the background and everything. So that
Mhm.
was, I thought, that was very interesting that she was an army brat. You know what I'm saying? Went to
Yeah.
high school in West Germany. I thought that was cool.
Yep.
Went to Boston University, got her degree from there. And it was funny that she was on the As the World Turns. I used to watch As the World Turns all the time with Mom Dukes. But we were speaking when we was doing the coming soon, and I was like, yo, like I'm not sure if she had won an Oscar or not. And this
Right.
is just how crazy how this shit work out, right?
Mhm.
So the other night, so Monday night, you know what I'm saying? Because we are a day late, people, bad with us, life happens.
Mhm.
And so I was like, let me watch something with Julianne Moore in that I ain't never seen before, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm just whatever I can find is free. Like I ain't trying to pay for nothing. So come up on Still Alice. I'm like, all right, let me give this a try. Come to find out, this is the movie that she won the fucking Oscar for, and I had no fucking
Mhm.
idea.
Mm.
Dude, let me tell you something. This movie's, hey, can you imagine this? You are a professor at a college.
Mhm.
You are looked at as one of the most brilliant people, you know what I'm saying, in this field. You
Mhm.
have written books that schools are using to speak about, what I'm saying, the brain, because she was in that field of, like, what I'm saying, of brain and all types of shit
Right.
like that. And you fucking get early Alzheimer's,
Alzheimer's.
my guy.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine that?
The
Being a
irony.
person, yeah, like the irony of that, and like to watch her in this. And Alec Baldwin was her husband, and
Mhm.
oh man, what's her name? Oh, your girl from Twilight and shit.
Oh,
Um,
shit.
shit.
I see her face. I forget her name,
I
but I know
see her
the one
face.
that with the constipated
Kristen
face.
Stewart.
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen
Yep.
Stewart was one of her daughters. Kate Bosworth was one of her daughters.
Mhm.
But anyway, it was so wild. And to watch her play this role the way that she did, I was like, yo, like this is wild. And then come to find out, I didn't realize till today. I watched this movie Monday. I didn't realize till today that she actually won an Oscar for it.
Mhm.
Murdered that shit, yo. And I thought that the concept of the movie, for it to be what it was, that's a really wild concept, man. So for the first time ever, man, and this movie came out 2014,
Mhm.
and to watch Still Alice, what I'm saying, the other day, and something else before I start real quick. I just wanted to get this out before I forget. Like I was reading some stuff about her, and it was like she's most known for playing roles of a troubled woman, which is
Yeah.
so wild. She does the shit really good. Because when I think about the movies that I've seen her in,
Mhm.
she always has an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in
Yeah.
everything that she plays in, which I think that she just finds a way to really, really get into these roles and play like a troubled woman that really have an issue. Because when I look her upbringing and her bouncing around, they said that she lived in over, what I'm saying, 12 dozen, well, no, a half a dozen places. No, I think it
Yeah.
was a dozen places, throughout her childhood and going to high school in Germany and then graduate from high school and then coming back over here to go to Boston University. Like, and her dad, like the crazy thing about like her parents, like her mom was a psychiatrist
Mhm.
from Scotland, and her dad was a he was a paratrooper in the army during
Yeah.
the Vietnam War. But this dude ended up being a colonel and became a military judge.
Damn.
So what I'm saying? So like, and that's nothing. And one of her brothers is a fucking writer. He's a novelist.
Really
Yeah, like so she comes from like what we would think as a very, what I'm saying,
talented family. Yeah.
Yeah, like a talented family, and for her to play a troubled woman, which is wild, man. But I just thought that that was something that was interesting, and to not know if she won an Oscar or not, and then come to find out one of the movies that I end up putting on is the movie that she won an Oscar for. I just
Right.
thought that that was wild. I wanted to share that on the pod.
It's dope to find out that she won an Oscar because to me she's one of those, and I don't even know if I could say it, but I mean I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. She's one of those underrated actresses, right? Like you've seen her in so many different roles. Like to me, for me at least, her most prominent role was Clarice in Hannibal.
Okay.
Um, and because I watched Hannibal and seen her work alongside what is his name? Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony
Sir
Hopkins, yeah.
Anthony Hopkins, yeah. To watch her alongside Anthony Hopkins and to know that, what I'm saying, she was able to hold her own. All right, I'm back. To watch her alongside Anthony Hopkins and to know that she was able to hold her own alongside him is crazy because Anthony Hopkins, with his background, he's such a storied and talented actor that there's not a lot of people that can do that, especially in a dramatic role. And a lot of her roles are in the drama field. And because her roles are in the drama field, and excuse me, her having the background in theater, you kind of look at it like, okay, this is what she was kind of, what I'm saying, made for. But knowing what she did in the Hannibal movie, and then seeing everything else that she's played in, like it all begins to make sense because a lot of the movies that she's played in has either been a drama or it's been something in that realm, right? So if you look at like The Fugitive is kind of action drama. If you look at, what I'm saying, Psycho is a kind of a thriller genre. Magnolia is a drama. Hannibal, of course, is a horror drama. She was on As the World Turns, so that's of course drama because soap opera. She was on 30 Rock, which is comedic, but it's still kind of like more so of a dramedy. Um, Don John, Crazy Stupid Love, which is like
That's a
a romance drama.
yeah, that's a rom com.
Um,
Yeah.
you look at Carrie, which the remake of Carrie, which to me, her role in that playing the mother was she did an amazing job on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't knock that. Hunger Games, which is a drama as well. Like she does a great job in those roles, and she, a lot of these are when she's older, and so she's playing those like mother roles or maybe auntie roles or something like that. But in those roles, like she's doing such a great job, and to me, I feel like she's one of those actresses. Is as she ages, she gets better, and that's just a testament of who she is and the work that she's put in up until that time. And I mean, you really can't go if you get her. You can't go wrong. Like even watching her in like a movie like The Ladies Man. You know what I'm saying? Like where she has to play a comedic role, she still does even a great job in that.
The great thing about Julianne Moore, like you said, she's getting older with age. Like she's one of those actresses that did not age out, right? Like I remember they was talking to Cameron Diaz, and people didn't realize that she had, quote unquote, like retired. And what it was, the type of roles that Cameron Diaz was doing, Cameron Diaz wasn't playing movies where she was like playing somebody's mom necessarily, or what I'm saying, she would do, she was in the comedy field, she was in the action field. So the type of roles that she was doing, she kind of aged out. Well, a woman like Julianne Moore, like the type of roles that she played, there's always a film that's for her. And the way I described her in the coming soon was like she is very consistent. I've never seen her. I haven't seen all of the movies that she's been in, but I've seen a very, very good bit of them. She's never put on a bad performance. And I think that she's really good at picking certain scripts. Like one movie that comes to mind, one of my favorite movies of hers is The Forgotten, and which was a wild sci-fi alien type of movie where, like, so basically the aliens was doing like these experiments with parents, basically, and what they were doing was they was adopting, not adopting, but they was adopting and snatching up children, and what they would try to do is they would like do like this thing to the adults to see if they would forget about their children. And what made her character stand out is the fact of she could not forget her son. And so like the aliens sent down this one guy that's kind of like, I don't know, let's call him like the enforcer. So they sent him down to try to get her to forget her son, and like he failed at that experiment. Like he could not get her to forget. And like the way she was, man, like she really did a really, really good job in that role, man. That's one of my favorite movies of hers. But yeah, I think that I wish you would have been able to see that one movie though, man, before we had started,
Yeah.
because she did a really, really good job in that Sharper movie, man, that Apple TV Plus movie. Because
What is Sharper about?
so Sharper is um it's a movie basically about extortion, basically. Like,
Mm.
so what we found out was, Sebastian Stan and her, they were working together, and like they was scamming rich people out of their money by playing she was his mother, and
Mm.
come to find out they were more like lovers and not mother and son when they was,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying, but they was playing this
nice plot
role.
twist.
Yes, and she ended up finding a way to marry this rich guy, and he ended up leaving her everything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like for the house, all his billions of dollars and all of this shit. So she just kicked Sebastian Stan to the curb. But like yeah, so she's kind of, what I mean, playing kind of a bad person a little bit in a way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, in this movie. But what that reminded me of, because this is what people got to understand. Julianne Moore, 62 years old, right?
Hmm.
And yeah, still can get it. But
Absolute.
this is the
Oh, we got
thing.
to talk about that too.
But this is the thing though. What made me think of what I'm about to say is because that her and Sebastian Stan was like lovers in this movie. And it's like, yeah, she still could pull a young dude, right? Well, I don't know if you ever seen Don John with
Hmm.
Jordan Joseph Levitt.
Yeah.
That movie was wild as fuck. Like it was basically like he was like addicted to porn or whatever, but he had ended up meeting what's her name, Scarlett Johansson or whatever. So he's like, she's the perfect girl or whatever, but she didn't like the fact that he would watch porn and shit. So
Yo,
he
I would definitely quit porn for Scarlett Johansson.
dude, his reasonings though is so fucking hilarious. Like you have to watch that. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna have to go
Hey
watch
yo,
it because that's crazy
hey,
to deny
hey,
Scarlett. You know? Do you know how fucking high up on your horse you have to be to tell Scarlett Johansson, "Nah, I'm gonna continue to watch Pornhub
he
over
didn't.
you"?
No, he lied to her.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. Just still, just like, come on, bro. What are we talking about? It's
Dude,
Scarlett
this is
Johansson.
this is what he was talking about. He was saying like you can't do like the shit. Like he was like real girls aren't gonna do the shit that you watching on porn and shit. And like he was
Like,
talking about
yeah,
like he was talking about like positions and shit, and like busting in their
yeah,
face, and you know what I'm saying, all types of little shit
yeah.
like that. So he was just like, real girls won't let you do that shit. So like he would always do that, and it was so funny because he was explaining one time. He was like, man, he said now, he said there are downsides to watching porn. He was like
Hmm.
because you know what I'm saying? You can sit there, you about to buzz, and then they'll show the dude on the screen, and you can't stop
Man,
it.
been there, done that.
Yo, that shit was so funny. But
Yeah.
so her character, Julianne Moore's character in that film was so he had to go. He was going to night school, and she was going to night school,
Mhm.
and so she was just like real with old dude. And so she seen him one day. He was like he was watching porn in class. My guy, he tried to hide the shit under the table, but she saw it. And
Yeah.
so when they had went outside, she had said something to him about it. So they had went out to the car, they had smoked or whatever, and then he ended up and so she was like giving him well, he had smashed or whatever. And so then she brought up
Right.
the fact that he was addicted to porn. And he was
Mhm.
like, I'm not addicted to porn, no. So she was like, okay, try to do this, try to jack off without watching porn and shit. And so he tried to do that. He was like, yo, it worked or whatever, whatnot. So, but he ended up having, well, Scarlett Johansson, she broke up with him anyway. But like he
Mhm.
ended up having like this strong sexual attraction to Julianne Moore or whatever, whatnot. So
Of course.
I just thought it was just really funny the fact of like how she's still able to like to be in movies and still pull a guy that's like 20 years younger than her and shit. I just
Yeah.
thought that was interesting as well.
I mean, okay, so we got to talk about it, man. I mean, like, eh, can we put her in top five, like top five white women in Hollywood?
Older or just
Yeah.
period?
Okay, let's go older first. Let's go older first.
Older, yes. I would put her in older. I wouldn't put her in point five. Top five. I wouldn't put her top five. But
Okay, so
older,
what
top five.
five do you have above her in Hollywood? Period. White women.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. Come on, man. We gotta go. We gotta go, motherfucking uh, K Hudson. K
Of
Hudson
course.
got it.
That's my number one. Shout out
Um,
to Goldie Hawn.
uh,
Thank you.
yes. Kate Beckinsale. Come on, it's not play. Motherfucking
Mm,
Mary Elizabeth. Mary Elizabeth. Come on, man. Come on. Underworld. Get the fuck out of here, man. When she was Celine with the blue
yeah, but
eyes,
to me,
don't
that's
play
like
me.
the only one she hard in though.
You crazy? You never seen Vote. I guarantee you never seen
Yeah, I
that shit.
did.
That was a
I've
that.
seen
Come
both.
on, come on, man.
Nah.
Don't play, man. Fucking
To me, to me, to
and
me, Kate
Click.
Beckin, to me, Kate Beckinsale has only been attractive in the underworld.
That is a lie.
Anything else I've seen her in, I have not been attracted to Kate Beckinsale as like I've been attracted to her in Underworld.
I disagree.
Okay.
What's your girl?
You said Mary
What?
Elizabeth
Meredith Winstead. Yep, girl. My
Winstead.
girl
Okay.
play Kate.
Respect. Respect.
You know
Respect.
what I'm saying? Uh, what's your
Who's
girl
also top
name?
five older women?
Nah, she's my age.
But nigga, she older. She been in movies forever.
Well, I guess if well, okay, if you want to say that, but damn, Kate Beckinsale is in her 40s, mid 40s. Kate Hudson is in
Yeah.
her mid 40s.
They're right. They've been in
So
movies
yeah,
forever though. I'm talking about
yeah.
their careers. I ain't just talking about their age. I'm talking about career wise too.
Well, yeah, because they've been doing it for a long time.
Hmm.
Um, what's your girl name? Dude, she. It's something that she does to me, man. Man.
Scarlett. Okay,
Just
so I'm going
no,
Kate Hudson,
no.
Scarlett Johansson,
Okay,
Mary Elizabeth Winstead. You got three right there. You need two
okay.
more.
Motherfucking
Jennifer
oh,
Lawrence.
wait a
That's
minute.
four. You need one more.
No, I didn't say Jennifer Lawrence. You said Jennifer
No, I'm
Lawrence.
saying Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence is
Oh, okay. What? Oh man, what's my girl? Oh, Jessica Chastain is doing something to me. And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what she killed me in.
she
She
alright.
killed me in two movies. She killed me in
Mm-hmm.
two movies. Molly's Games and
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking Ava.
Jessica Chastain gives me Karen vibes,
Man, she gives me
and that's a turn off to me.
freak vibes.
Absolutely. I'm just saying it, but she seems like she'll call the cops on you if you doing some in her neighborhood. She's
That's
like
all.
the
You thinking of the
overbearing.
help, man. You thinking
Nah,
of the help.
man. No, I'm not.
Yes.
She's like the overbearing. In all these games, she just looks like she's an overbearing parent.
Nah, man.
Like her kid can't play with other kids unless they got like wipes and sanitizer and shit. Like she seems like that type of person, man.
Yo, you wildin'.
I'm just being real, man.
Oh man, that's fucking funny.
So I mean, you
Um,
got that with Jessica Chastain. Who else you got?
uh, let me see. Damn, who else had that? Uh,
You only need one more.
I need one more. Why is everybody blanking? Okay, and she's up there. She's probably a little bit younger. Oh man, do we put her in white though? That's the
Who?
one thing. Lucy Liu, man.
No, she's Chinese, bro.
Yeah, but I think she half white though.
Man, she's Chinese, man. She's fucking Chinese, man. What?
Okay. Shit, man.
The only one I can give you off rip is like Megan Fox, but that's only if she's still active.
You know what?
I'm sorry. You right. Okay, I'll take her out. I forgot about Emma Stone. Oh my god.
Now, okay. Now Emma Stone. Now she
Hmm.
got the whole package. She got the
Man,
voice and
she got
everything to
it,
go
man.
along with
She
it.
got it, man. That's the one. That's the one.
She got it. Man, in
Yeah, yeah.
American. And Amazing Spider-Man joints.
Man, fuck that. It's super bad, bro.
Super bad. No. What's the
What?
name? We just brought it up. No, not super bad. Crazy Stupid
Man.
Love, man.
Yeah, cool,
Crazy Stupid
but
Love.
I
Oh,
fell in love with her on Superbad, bro. She was like the coolest chick. Like she was the chick in high school you definitely want to get with. 100%. Cause she was too cool. She was way too cool, bro.
that's the thing. See, she seems like even the movies that she play in, she seemed like the coolest fucking person to hang with.
That's
Like
what
she
I'm
got the
saying,
sense
man.
of humor, dude. That's like fucking
Yeah,
second to none,
yeah.
dude.
Like she's like the one that like you could make dick jokes around her and she'd be right doing with it.
Yes, like that's what really kind of
Absolutely,
sets her, you know what I'm saying,
absolutely.
above because like out of like all the girls I named, she seemed like the coolest person to hang with. She seemed
And
like
she
she's
looked
like
like she could
naturally
drink.
funny.
And she looked like she could drink.
I can see that. I can see
Yeah.
that too.
So she looked like if she get enough drinks in her, she's gonna flash it. For sure. For sure.
Hey, boy, you stupid.
Well,
I'm turning to
you know
this
what?
stupid person.
Now that I'm thinking about it, man, you know what? She may be top 10 because I'm forgetting about Kat Dennings too. Kat Dennings is oh my goodness. You talking about
Hey, I tell you who else. I tell you who else
whew,
who will fuck you up.
who?
Anne Hathaway, she'll fuck you up.
True, true. But she gives me those
Oh, I know who you forgetting.
she also gives me those that the mom that's at the park that's like, yo, put lotion, put suntan lotion on and all that shit too.
No, I got you. Forgot about your girl Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. But to me, she's always in the older category though. I never put her in like recent top five. She's always in the older category for sure. But
Mm,
I will say Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis is one for sure.
yes,
She's also in that older category to me though. But Mila Kunis, if you want to add her, and then um oh, what is her name, man? She played Padme in Star Wars. Fuck, what is her name?
Star Wars.
Natalie Portman. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. You like Natalie Portman. I
Oh
remember you
man,
saying something about her
do I?
before.
Natalie,
I like the girl. I
bro.
like the one girl that played in Rogue One. Was it Fertility Jones or something like that?
Yeah, she nice. Yeah, she nice too.
Yes.
But let me tell you something about Natalie Portman, bro. When I'm already a Star Wars geek, so seeing her as Padme, man,
No.
bro, Queen
All right. So let me ask
Amidala,
you this.
she could queen me, check me.
Now, I fuck with her twin a little bit more than her.
Oh, you talking
Keira
about
Knightley.
Keira Knightley? Oh yeah, Keira Knightley nice too. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. But the only reason I fuck with Keira Knightley is because of Natalie Portman.
True. And you know who else we forgot?
Who?
Margot Robbie. How the fuck?
I'm not big on Margot Robbie like that.
What? Man, you
As
crazy.
as um
Dude.
as Harley Quinn, yes. But when she was in Wolf on Wall Street, she looked regular to me. When she was in the movie
She
with
didn't
Will
in
Smith,
focus though.
she looked
Man, you
regular to me.
crazy. Focus.
I'm
Yo, you
I'm just
crazy.
keeping it real, brother. I'm just
Mm-mm,
keeping it real, brother. I'm just keeping. Now listen,
mm-mm.
that ain't even my bag of that ain't even my bag of chips. Okay, I'm not even into white women like that. But I have a list. Margot Robbie is not on my list, bro. Now don't get me wrong, she nice. She's just not on my list.
Okay. Now we talk about older women, right? This the last
Mm-hmm.
one. We get back to Julianne.
For sure.
Charlize Theron.
Mm, no, no, because I seen her in I forgot what movie. I think it was maybe like
Man, you
Fast
can't
and the
do her
Furious.
for you can't
Listen,
you can't judge
listen.
her for monster like that, man.
No, I'm not talking about Monster. Forget Monster. I don't. Nah, that's like what was the one movie where Aaron Brockman or Aaron Brockovich or whatever when what's her
Julia,
name was Julia Roberts was
uh,
on. No,
yeah.
like Julia Roberts is a fine white woman. I'm not judging her for being Aaron Brockovich. No, I'm talking about just when she had the slick back in Fast whatever movie it was in the Fast
Oh,
and
one of
Furious
the
movie.
fast movies.
Oh, that didn't do it for me, man. You can't have a slick back. No, that's not cool, bro. It just didn't look right.
Oh, okay. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I'm
All
gonna
right.
let you get to it. Something just popped up in my
No,
mind. I
that's
can't
all
believe
I
I
had to say.
forgot.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. That's
No,
all I
no,
had to say.
no. I gotta redo the list now. Cause
Okay.
how? Wow, I forgot about my girl Nomi Rapace. How did I do that? Oh my
Who?
god, Nomi, man, Nomi Rapace, man, my girl that was played in man, what happened to Monday? I told you about her.
Yeah, yeah.
Motherfucking
Not she don't do it for me either, bro.
man, you
She
crazy.
nice though. She nice though, but
Man,
she
I
ain't do
don't
it for
know.
me either.
It's like, dude, it's see, look, this is the
She was
thing, right?
she
See,
is nice. She is nice. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
She's nice. Cause she was in the dragon
Eh,
something girl with the dragon tattoo or something, right?
No, no, wait a minute. No, I don't think she was in that. That was Rooney Mara.
Okay, okay.
No, she was in not Interstellar. What's the Prometheus? She was in the Prometheus joint.
Oh yeah, nah, hell no.
Oh man, don't disrespect like that. Don't do that. Don't do
Mm-mm,
that. But
mm-mm.
but okay,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
who is the girl that plays Pam in The Office? What's her name?
Man,
Ela Fisher's, something Fisher's, shit.
see, man, I told you I didn't watch The Office like that.
Damn, what's her name? Jenna Fisher. Oh, Jenna Fisher, man. Goodness. You know what it is too? It's redheads, man. Redheads get me too. Like
Man,
Scarlett
that's my.
Johansson as a redhead, I'm with it. Let's go. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah, when she
I'll take the backlash.
Natasha Romanoff.
Who,
Yeah,
she could be Natasha, Natika,
I
whoever
take.
it is.
Well,
As long as she a
redheads.
redhead,
Okay,
yeah,
I got
redheads.
one
I'm
for
with it.
you. I got one
Okay,
for you. What about Bryce Dallas Howard?
absolutely. Listen, any woman that's a redhead, they got me. I love redheads. That's my Irish in me. I love redheads.
Okay, so we got Emma Stone. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
so we got Bryce Dallas Harper, well, Howard.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Oh,
You
what's up, girl
use
that played in What's up, girl that played in This Is 40? Oh my god.
Leslie Mann.
Yes, 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 yes. She got me too.
Uh,
I love her for her humor alone. Her humor is
yeah, she's funny.
hilarious. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
hilarious.
she's more to hang with. I ain't never looked at her like I smashed though.
Nah, I'd kill Leslie, man. If she was naked in that shit, I would give her I'd rev that engine, brother. What are you talking about? Leslie, man, got it, man.
He said I rev that engine.
I
That is
would rev that engine.
hilarious.
Let's get back to Julianne Moore, man. Let's finish this thing up, man.
Oh yeah, since we
We went
talking
too
that
long. We
way,
went too
look,
long.
look,
Yeah.
man, she was in Boogie Nights, man. You know what I'm
Oh, come on,
saying?
come on.
Boogie Nights. First of
Classic.
all, fucking hilarious.
Yep.
That's number one. Dirk Diggler. You know what I'm saying? One of the
I
all
mean,
time one of the all time porn names of all time, but Dirk
yo,
Diggler.
the crazy part is they said my man had the prosthetic.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said the same thing about but you don't watch that show, never mind. But her character in that, she was a troubled fucking woman. You know what I'm saying? Got a
Yeah.
child taken away from her. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? She's working in the porn industry when the porn industry was frowned upon. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? She's hanging around with these young kids. You know what I'm saying? Roller girl. She's asking her to be her daughter and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She's running around here treating Dirt Digger like her son, and she's
Right.
fucking him too. Like it's like what the fuck?
Which is
But now like
is crazy. That's a crazy dynamic.
it's really a crazy dynamic. But
It
like
really is.
even her playing in that role, like she 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 did a really good job in that, man. Like she
Yeah.
wasn't like the main focus. Um, I mean, when it comes to the women in that movie, she was you know what I'm saying. I would say the top paid actress in that movie, um, because I mean the main focus was Mark Wahlberg and Burt Reynolds, but then it went to Julianne Moore, in my opinion. And the thing is, man, even the sex scenes, man, they ain't really give us that much of Julianne like that. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy thing is, like, she will fuck somebody on film. She definitely would do that. Or at least, you know what I'm saying? It might not be like a sex scene where they're gonna show you everything,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? But she will, you know what I'm saying? She'll drop them draws though, man, in the film.
Can't be mad at that, man. Cannot
Nah,
be mad
nah,
at
not
that.
at all.
So let's go ahead and get into our top three, man.
Top three, let's do it.
We got to come up with a top three drop too. We don't got no top three drop, but let's top three. I just made one up on the spot. let's go ahead and get into it, man. What you got, bro?
All right, man. What I'm gonna try to do because there are some movies where she's not like you know what I'm saying the top bill or whatever, but in
Right.
no order, man. I gotta go with the Forgotten. Um,
Mm,
that's one of my joints. Not the
okay.
hugest sci-fi person, but I gotta go with that. Um, man, see this is where it gets tough because I want to say all right, I'm gonna give her Boogie Nights. She had a large
Okay.
role in Boogie Nights, so I'm gonna give her Boogie Nights. And what I'm gonna struggle with now is I don't know if I want to go Freedom Land. I mean, don't get me wrong, that still Alice was good, but it was my first time watching it, so like I
Mhm.
don't have like an emotional attachment to it. She wasn't the main character in Sharper. Ah, man, I'm gonna say my third movie. You know what? Man, I want to go Carrie too. I'm gonna go to Forgotten. I'm gonna go. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go the Forgotten. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Sharper in there. That shit ended up being fired. Um, and I'm gonna go Boogie Nights.
Okay. Okay. Nice pick. Nice pick. So for me, I'm going to go Hannibal as number one. You know what I'm saying? That's like I said, that's when I really seen her in her greatness and what she was and how good she was. And for me, that's when I really recognized who Julianne Moore was. Um, and then I'm gonna go Carrie. I think she did a great job of playing the mom in Carrie, especially having to play that like super religious role. It's not a lot of people that can do that. Um, and especially make it convincing as well. And for her to
Hmm.
be able to play that role, and especially being in a remake, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people that make remakes, they don't, we already know how remakes go. Remakes usually don't get the just due that they deserve, and a lot of times they be trash too. So for her to be able to recreate that role, and then for them to add the 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 length of time that she got in that movie as they did, especially with her being a mom, I feel like that's exactly why they added her in there. And then I'm gonna go Hunger Games. I think she did a great job in Hunger Games, especially the small part that she played in it. Um, and it was across a multitude of films, of course, but for her playing that role, um, along with everybody else that also played those supporting roles in there, I think that she did a great job. I think that without her, it probably wouldn't even been the same because you needed those supporting roles to make Jennifer Lawrence be able to do what she did. So I'm gonna go Hannibal, I'm gonna go Carrie, and then I'm gonna go Hunger Games.
Okay. I ain't mad at it. I mean, I saw all the movies that you
Yeah,
uh
for sure, for sure,
that you mentioned.
for sure, for sure. All right, man. Let's go ahead and close this thing out. Let's get into our coming soon, man.
Let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
All right, man. So what we got next, bro?
So y'all know what it is. The second episode of the week, man. We got season 6, episode 7, man. We coming to getting close to the end of the road, man. Like I said, I saw the 30-second preview. Louis is taking no accountability. You know what I'm saying? She's saying my husband is dead and it's all Franklin's
Right.
fault. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Like, yo, and we were literally just talking about that shit. Saying like, yo, this shit is really kind of Louis' fault.
Nah,
And
it's all
yeah,
Louis' fault. Everything is
and
Louis'
she's
fault.
and she's putting it on Franklin, so it ain't gonna tell it. And
Yeah.
then Sissy, she pissed. Um, you know what I'm saying? They didn't really. They showed a little bit of Teddy in the little snippet, but yeah, man, I think this episode, you know what I'm saying, you might drop a tear. We gonna
Mhm.
see how they really feed in on this whole funeral joint. So we
Yeah.
gonna see, man. But it's gonna be I think these last 3 episodes are gonna be very intense, man. Very intense. So I'm looking forward to them for real.
I agree, man. All I gotta say is betrayal, betrayal, betrayal. I feel like Louis is going to betray every goddamn body in the cast, and I feel like she is going to die in this next episode. And if she does, you know what? Guess what? I'm happy. Get rid of her.
Good
I've been
riddance.
wanting her to die. Yeah, I've been wanting her to die, man. I thought she was gonna die last episode. It didn't pan out, but I'm hoping. And I don't wish death on a lot of characters, but this is the one that she deserves it, man. Get her out of here. So Louis is I'm predicting that Louis goes down in the next episode. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Uh, hold me accountable for it. Since we talk about accountability. But yeah, I want her to go. You know what I mean? I think that she deserves it. So y'all stay tuned. Next episode we got coming for y'all, man. I can't wait for it. I'm so excited. This is like I said, man. To me, the writing has been impeccable. They have not failed us yet, and I feel like as we keep going, it's gonna get better and better. So listen, the series finale, the season finale, it's gonna be one of those ones, man. I feel like this is gonna be one of the ones for the record books. I can't wait. So y'all stay tuned. But if you enjoyed our episode, if you didn't enjoy our episode, if you are a fan of Julianne Moore, or if you don't know who Julianne Moore is, hit us up. Let us know on the socials, on Twitter and Instagram at ViewAnonPod. You can also hit us up on Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group. You could also hit us up on Twitter, and you could join the Twitter group Viewers Anonymous. Feel free to do so. We just opened it up, and I cannot wait for more people to join in so we can have more discussions and tweets about movies and TV. It's going to be so fun. Feel free to do that as well on the Facebook community. And as far as myself, hit me up on Twitter at Scrooge Bronson. I have a link tree in my bio. You can find me everywhere else there. And if you can't find the Viewers Anonymous community on Twitter, you can tweet me and let me know, and I will add you in.
Good deal, man. And y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram and on Twitter at 28 minutes or less pod. That's just on IG. Follow the podcast 28 minutes or less, man. The last episode that I dropped was episode 119, man, where I did the judge, man. It was something that, you know what I'm saying, one of those spur of the moment things. I had watched it during the week and I was just like, man, like I can't hold this in. Like I gotta get my thoughts on this. So go check that out. I feel like it's a really, really good episode. I dropped a lot of good gems in there. So go check out the judge on 28 minutes or less.
hmm And listen, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for tuning in. As you already know, without you, there could be no us. This is who we do it for. So, until the next episode, like I said in Hollywood, man, that's a wrap.
Cut.